Welcome, heroes, legends, and warriors of Sanctuary. My name is Omni Flash, and I am your guide to Diablo Immortal. Welcome back, and you know what else is back? The Whirlwind Barbarian is back, my friends. The Whirlwind Barbarian is strong again, dealing insane amounts of damage. Today, we're going to be diving into the latest and greatest Barbarian build in Diablo Immortal. The unstoppable Twister of Annihilation. If you thought that Barbarians were fearsome before, wait until you see what the recent buffs have done. Get ready to become a whirlwind of chaos. In this battle, I am 4,500 resonance. And I don't have any like crazy secondary stats. My secondary stats are around 4,000. 4,000 secondary stats and 4,500 resonance. Seems like a good match for this rezo, and it is absolutely crazy. Just run straight through. We're just going to plow through, and I'm going to peel a lot of these people into chasing me, making it easier for the rest of my team to get through that center spot. But we're going to just talk about this a little bit. The reason I was able to just plow straight through is, first up, let's talk about the Heartless Terror Hat. The Heartless Terror Helmet, the legendary item, now frees Barbarians from crowd control effects even when you are stunned or feared. That's right, you will be able to use the Demoralize from Heartless Terror legendary even if you are stunned or feared. So now there is no way to stop Barbarians with stuns and fears. No more getting stuck in place or losing your momentum. With the Heartless Terror Hat, you are truly unstoppable, shrugging off crowd control like it's nothing. Picture this. You're in the middle of an intense battle, surrounded by enemies trying to lock you down. But with the Heartless Terror Hat, you can keep spinning and slicing everything in your path. Tornadoes of terror don't fear being stunned, and neither do you. Next, let's talk about damage. The new Chain Spear legendary Shackled Fate has given Whirlwind a massive boost. Now your spinning menace does even more damage, turning into a true force of nature. But that's not all. Combine it with buried Talons, which summon Scorpion from Mortal Kombat to pull your enemies to you and boost all your damage by 19%. There will be no escape from your vortex of vengeance. After this battle, at the end of this battle, I will show you all of the legendaries that you will need. You will need the Paragon Warden. I do use some Eternal Gear. You will want to get Eternal Gear that makes your Whirlwind larger. Actually, also, after I did some testing, I also changed my sex. I went from a female Barbarian to a male Barbarian. The male Barbarian is larger, and his Whirlwind is larger. So that is also one thing that you might want to do. Might gotta get a sex change so your Whirlwind is larger. Each piece of Eternal Gear with 8% larger Whirlwind gives you 8% more Whirlwind, larger Whirlwind. Now, you can have up to 4 pieces with that on it. So that could be up to a 32% larger Whirlwind. Just amplifying just your damage. If you cover the whole map with your Whirlwind, then you'll be doing a lot more damage to a lot more people. Now, to truly become a Maelstrom of Mayhem that never runs out of energy, you need the Fallow Fields main hand. This legendary ensures that you have unlimited stamina, allowing you to whirlwind forever, letting you stay in constant motion, chasing down your enemies with those chain spears jumping out of you and pulling your enemies to you, and you can just mow them down with your Whirlwind. This build also makes you incredibly tanky. First of all, I am always moving. You're always moving. This makes it so that most melee characters cannot hit you. Most melee characters cannot hit you if you are always moving. However, Whirlwind attacks can hit anything because Whirlwind counts as a skill. Now, skill attacks They hit everything, even if they are moving. I also have massive shields from my cat pet. I also have shields from my Montebank set. I have many shields. I also have Undying Rage, which allows me to stay alive. I also have some Cheat Death. I have tested Cheat Death, and Cheat Death on some of my Reforges has saved my life. I have to say, Cheat Death is okay. It's not like the best, but it's noticeable. It can save your life. Alright, the way to play this, if you are playing against other melee, you kind of want to kite them. And this is where having a larger Whirlwind comes in play. If you have a larger Whirlwind, you can actually hit your enemy melee players with your Whirlwind while you are just out of range for their primary attacks. So you can kite your enemies. You don't want to be close enough for them to hit you, but if you get your Whirlwind large enough, you can hit them with your Whirlwind, and that comes in clutch. So you do want to sort of kite your melee friends. Let's look at the enemies. Iron Rice, he is 8,000 resonance, and I am playing 4,500 resonance. And we just destroyed his team. Alright, in this section, I will tell you how to build this character, how to build everything you need. First of all, you do need to have Shackled Fate. Shackled Fate, and you see how I do have the Whirlwind bonus, 8% larger. It is Eternal Gear. You get it from Terror Rifts, Hellslayer Bounties, Obsidian Towers. So Shackled Fate is 100% needed. It will summon Ancient that will throw 3 chains out and grab your enemies and pull them in. This allows you to. This is so amazing. This is peel. If you can peel your enemies off of your team's Demon Hunters or your team's Necros, so a Barb now has the ability to support your Demon Hunters, your Necros, your Squishies by peeling off enemy melees. Buried Talons gives a lot of damage to your Whirlwind, and it actually, the 19% damage buff is up all the time, because you can actually, with high enough beneficial effect duration, I do have beneficial effect duration on all my gear, I can have the chain spears on all the time and 19% more damage all the time. Now, Steel Lamprey is an offhand that you really want. It will give you 5% life steal. 5% life steal will keep you alive. Those chains are shooting out at the enemies all the time and stealing 5% of their HP. Beneficial effect duration is very good. You can get it on your chest piece as a magic attribute. You can get it on your pants as a magic attribute. I believe you can also get it on your belt and on your feet. I believe you can get it on your feet as well. But the just beneficial effect duration longer is just super strong. Also, I also use two-piece Vithus. Two-piece Vithus is very nice. To give you 30% longer beneficial effect duration. That's super nice to keep your demoralized anti-CC up. It also allows you to have 30% longer Undying Rage. Heartless Terror is the hat that you need. It will give you anti-CC, and it has been buffed out of the roof. It allows you now to, even if you get stunned, even if your enemies capture you, even if your enemies stun you, they caught you, you can just hit demoralize and get out immediately. That makes this ridiculous. I have to say a little bit too strong, but it is very strong. Of course, you want Dishonored Blade. Dishonored Blade, some people say you don't need this Dishonored Blade. Then you can just hit, demoralize whenever you need to get out of a CC. But I like Dishonored Blade because it just allows me to spin forever, because my anti-CC is almost always up. And if I can keep spinning, then I can keep doing damage. I don't want to, stop hit demoralize, and during that time I am not spinning. Fallow Fields is the Whirlwind main hand that you want. This allows you to have Whirlwind forever. So there are other Whirlwinds like Bitter Wind, Eager Maelstrom that have limited stamina, and I don't like those because you see I never stop whirlwinding, okay? And that's where all my damage is, because you want to be able to keep moving. That means you stay alive. If you are always moving, other people cannot hit you very well. You can dodge, you can zigzag. They can't hit you, but you can hit them. Fallow Fields. Fallow Fields does say that it drains your life, and it does. But not very much. But if you are dying, if you have Undying Rage, or if you have a cheat death proc, like I have some cheat death on my Reforges. If you have almost no HP, do not whirlwind. If you are low on HP and you're running away, do not whirlwind. You will kill yourself. Okay, so keep that in mind. Next main hand you want would be Lion's Mane. Lion's Mane is really nice. It makes demoralize blow your enemies up. So what it does, it resolves continual damage, right? So I have other things that make continual damage, such as my Misery Elixir. It's a 1-star gem. Misery Elixir will make your bleeds, will make the fire from your rolling consequence, your burns, your bleeds, all those will last longer. All right, if you use a 1-star Misery Elixir. Now, with the Lion's Mane, my demoralize will pop all that damage immediately, so you will get more damage. My other 1-star is the Black Rose. Black Rose will actually capture people and immobilize them so that they can't run away. We don't want you running away. We want you to sit inside this whirlwind. A lot of my shields, we got Montebanks. Montebanks is super, super nice. 33% shields. And if you also can run through your enemies. 33% HP shield, that's a huge white bar of shield every about 12 seconds. I use Fayor's Urge. I use the Vithu's Urge set. Green set, you want 2-piece of that. You want 4-piece Montebanks, 2-piece Vithu's. Vithu's just is amazing. Makes you demoralized, your anti-CC longer, makes you undying, makes you invincible longer. I mean, I can't think of no better set. Artesian Care gives you 30% more damage on your whirlwind. Even more damage for your whirlwind. So you need at least 2 pieces of Artesian Care. So that's Seeds of Sown Gold. So 2-piece set of Seeds of Sown Gold for 30% extra damage. Alright, so course properties, I go for 6-piece Nettled. 6-piece Nettled makes it so that whenever my shields come up from my cat, we got shields from Montebanks, that the damage, 40% damage gets reflected on nearby enemies. And also we have increased damage, 16%, on people who are attacking us. So that's super nice. I really don't have any invocation gear right now. Most of my gear is curse gear and eternal gear. So like I said, eternal gear, go for larger whirlwind. Super nice. I mean, you get to attack 2 or 3 players all at the same time. That just doubles and triples your damage because your whirlwind is larger. You also want to use the Jolt Family Reforged bonus instead of Tremor. I took Tremor off because I'm only whirlwinding. I am not hitting people with primary attacks. So be sure to use the Jolt Family bonus that immobilizes your enemies that shoot you. If you like this video, or even if you didn't like this video, hit that like button and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video.